In this video, I'll be sharing with you a tutorial on how to cut and sew this stylish funnel corset dress with side gathers. Step I'm going to take is to go ahead to mark my dart. To start marking your dart, you're going to divide your nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2, which is 3.5, and I marked this at the bust and at the under bust. I'll be taking my bust tightening of 1 inch. So let's say you're on the plus size, you can use 1.5 inches, or if you're a bit busty, you go ahead to use 1.5 inches. Now I'll connect from the bust down to the under bust of this pattern, and I'll also repeat it at the other side. Now, for the front part of my dart, I want to have a style line that is not really straight, probably slanted. So I'll come in by 1.5 inches at the blouse length. Now I'm going to place my ruler and I'll connect, drawing out a straight line. After I'm done marking that, I'll go ahead to measure about 2 inches from there, which is what I have exactly on my bust tightening. So if you measure yours and you have 3 inches, go ahead to take it all the way down. Now I'll also go ahead to repeat this from the blouse length to the under bust. And now I'll go in with my marker and I'm going to outline this to make it more visible for you to see. The next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to divide my shoulder into 2 and I will fold. After that, I'm going to place my ruler and I'm going to connect this all the way up. After I'm done connecting at this point, I'll be using a shoulder dart. So this is actually gotten from tightening, 25% tightening of your yoke, but to avoid going through a lot of process and to make this video easier, I'm just going to mark that 1 inch and I'm going to go ahead to slant this down all the way to the bust. And after I'm done marking, I'm going to go ahead to use my marker to connect. So after connecting, I found out that I have a gaping on the bust. That should not get to the bust point. Like, I have little gaping there, but I'll go ahead to correct that. So now I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, which is 33 divided by 4. I have 8.3. Now, where I want my pattern to stop, I will go ahead to mark there, and I will take the dart measurement I have here and I'll place it on the bust. So whatever we have here also, we are going to readjust it on the chest line much later, and I'll add 1/2 inch for sewing of this pattern. After that, I'll go ahead to mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, which is 28 divided by 4. I have 7. Measure the dart intake, which I replaced, and I added 1/2 inch for my pattern. So after this, I'll go ahead to mark my waist measurement. So for the waist, I did not use my exact measurement. I snatched my waist by 2 inches. My waist is 28 minus 2. I have 26. So I divided that 26 by 2, which I marked, then replaced the dart intake and added 1/2 inch for my sewing allowance. So here, I will mark my hip circumference divided by 4, measure this 2 inches dart intake, and I'll go ahead to replace it and add 1/2 inch for my sewing allowance. So next, I'll go ahead to place my ruler and I'm going to go ahead to connect my pattern starting from the bust to the under bust and down to the blouse length, and I'll go ahead to connect. So after connecting, this is what I have. I'll go in with my marker and I'm going to outline this